Owning a pool is one of those things that sounds amazing in theory, but in reality, it's a little bit of a love-hate relationship. While they can be beautiful to look at, and there's nothing quite like taking a dip during one of those many 40-degree Australian summer days, when it comes to keeping it clean, well, that's the part that nobody tells you about. Over the years, I've tested just about every kind of pool cleaner that you can imagine, from the old school suction types that hook into your filter to those massive corded robotic units that feel like that you're lowering a small submarine into the water. And while some of them work great, the problem has always been the same: the price. While we all want the latest smart robotic technology in our pools, we don't all have thousands of dollars to spend on our pool, in addition to all of the chemicals and salt that they always seem to need. So when I saw that Talispo was releasing a robotic cleaner that promises premium level performance at a much more approachable price, I was intrigued and asked them to send me an example to try out. And through that, I would also like to thank them for sponsoring this video. But just remember that I don't accept sponsorships from anyone. I only take sponsorships from products that I truly believe in. And this Talosbo Pleco Pro robotic pool cleaner is one of them. So this is the Talosbo Pleco Pro robotic pool cleaner, and it's one of the most affordable, high-performance options that I've tried so far. While the price varies, as of the time of recording, you can get your hands on one from the official Amazon store for under 700 Australian dollars. That's around 450 American dollars. So that is less than half of that of most models that I've looked at in the past. But don't let the price fool you. This little robot packs nearly all of the same features and performance that you would expect from one of those models, which are far more expensive. Hi all, my name is Davis and welcome back to the channel where we cover all things tech and smart home at that matter. And yes, we're heading into another Australian summer, which means that it's time to prep the pool, stock up on sunscreen, and in my case, test out yet another robot that promises to save me hours of pool maintenance. So let's dive right in, quite literally, and see how this budget-friendly pool robot stacks up against some of the more premium models that I've used in the past. So the Talosbo Pleco Pro is a cordless robotic pool vacuum that works in both above ground and in-ground pools up to 200 square meters in size, or if you are American, that is about 2,150 square feet. And that's a pretty decent amount of coverage, enough for most backyard pools, and it's designed to do everything automatically from the floor, the walls and waterline, depending on what cleaning mode you select. What I like straight away is the fact that it's completely independent. There are no hoses and no cords, and it doesn't rely on your pool's filtration system. That means that it won't strain your pump or clog your skimmer basket with random debris. It's completely self-contained. Inside, it's powered by a large 7800 milliamp high-capacity battery, which gives you up to 210 minutes or around 3.5 hours of continuous cleaning. That is pretty solid. The more affordable cordless cleaners that I've seen in the past usually tap out at around 2 hours. So this extra runtime makes a noticeable difference, especially if you've got a large pool, if you like running multiple cleaning modes in the one go, or if you like to do multiple cycles on the one battery. Let's talk design. The Plecco Pro looks pretty sleek. It's compact but sturdy with clean lines and big caterpillar style tracks that give a lot of traction underwater. It's lightweight enough to lift out of the pool easily, but it still feels substantial in your hands. It's a pretty well built piece of kit. You've got an easy grip handle on top, which makes it simple to drop in and pull out, and all of the controls are neatly placed right where you can see them. The great thing is that if your elderly mother is taking care of the pool for the week, you don't have to connect the device to a phone if you don't want to. All of the controls are easy to use and right up here. So out of the box, there is basically no assembly required. You've got the charger and the robot itself, and that's basically it. You plug it in, give it a few hours to charge, and it's ready to go. I love that Talispo didn't overcomplicate things here. Some of the more expensive brands make setup feel like that you're building IKEA furniture, but this is literally plug, charge, and clean. Once charged, you can connect it to the Talispo app, which is available on iOS and Android, and it lets you control the cleaner remotely. You can set the mode, you can select what type of pool you've got, and you can check what sort of battery life you've got left. Now, I know that not everyone loves using apps for simple devices, but this one's pretty straightforward and it doesn't require endless setup. You can do a quick connection before your first use, and from there you can basically run the whole show from your phone. As with most pool cleaners, please remember that you do need to set the mode before the cleaner goes inside the pool itself, and not after, because both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi signals can't travel through water. That's just the laws of physics, I'm afraid. Of course, you can also start cleaning directly from the physical button on top if you prefer to keep things old school, which is handy if you just want to drop it in and go. One of the things that surprised me and really made me appreciate this robot is just how customizable the cleaning options are. There are 7 different cleaning modes to choose from, which is honestly pretty impressive for something at this price point. So you've got floor only, which is great for your standard day-to-day cleaning. You've got wall only for when those algae spots start showing up. You've got floor plus wall, which is my go-to setting for a weekend clean. You've got waterline mode for scrubbing those stubborn side marks. You've got turbo mode if you need a quick, powerful clean before guests arrive. You've got eco mode, which is perfect for regular light cleaning without using too much battery. And finally, you have full pool mode, the all-in-one deep clean that hits every single surface. The Plecco Pro uses smart path planning, meaning it maps out an efficient cleaning route instead of bouncing around randomly like some cleaners. And that not only saves time, but also battery life, and it makes the whole cleaning process look oddly satisfying. You'll literally see it moving in perfect, organized rows like a little underwater Roomba. Now, navigation is one of the areas where cheaper cleaners often struggle. They get stuck, float aimlessly, or just completely get confused by corners and stairs. But the Plecco Pro impressed me here. Its sensors do a fantastic job. It smoothly transitions from floor to wall, it handles slopes without slipping, and never once got confused or lost during my tests. One of the confusing parts of my pool is the step on the right-hand side here, and it still managed to cover the whole surface evenly. That's something that you usually only get from high-end models. The tracks also make a massive difference. They give the cleaner really solid traction, so whether you've got a smooth pebblecrete surface or a more textured finish, it clings beautifully and moves with purpose. Performance-wise, this is where the Plecco Pro really punches above its price. Underneath, you've got dual scrubbing brushes that rotate as it vacuums. Those brushes help loosen up algae, dirt, and fine debris, while the suction power takes care of the rest. To test it, I threw in the usual culprits: leaves, fine sand, and some other smaller bits of debris from a windy day, and to my surprise, it handled everything in one go. The suction is genuinely powerful for a cordless cleaner. I could see debris getting pulled into the intake as it moved along. And those brushes did an excellent job scrubbing away stuck on gunk, especially around the steps and waterline. If you've ever tried to manually brush your pool walls, you'll know just how big a time saver this is. Now, a lot of people underestimate how important the filtration systems is in these robots, and that's where the Plecco Pro shines once again. Under the lid, you've got a 6-litre dual layer filter basket, which is one of the largest that I've seen in the class, and it uses 2 stages of filtration. It's got a 180 micron coarse filter that catches the larger stuff like leaves, bugs and twigs, and also a 35 ppi fine filter that grabs tiny particles like dust, pollen, and even algae spores. This means that the water not only looks cleaner, but actually becomes clearer over time. I noticed after around 3 full cycles, my pool water looked noticeably cleaner. Cleaning the filter is simple. Just pop open the top lid like so, you lift out the basket, rinse it under the hose, and it's done. The basket's design also keeps debris from floating back out when you lift it, which is a small but really handy touch. In day-to-day use, the Plecco Pro has been one of the easiest pool robots I've owned. I tested it across a week, alternating between eco mode and full pool mode, and it performed consistently well each time. The battery life easily matched the claimed 210 minutes, and I never had it run out of charge mid-clean. And every single time the pool floor came out spotless. The walls looked fresh, and even that annoying waterline film disappeared. What really stood out to me was just how little I had to think about it. Once it's in, it just works. There's no cables to worry about, no filter lines to connect. When the Plecco Pro finishes its job, or once the battery gets low, it automatically moves itself close to the wall, ready for pickup. It's such a nice quality of life feature that you usually find on more expensive models, and it makes using it genuinely more enjoyable. You just reach in, grab it by the handle, or with the included hook, and you pull it out. No splashing, no cords to untangle, no drama. I also appreciate that it doesn't drip excessively when you lift it out. The internal design drains most of the water quickly, which keeps your patio from getting drenched. So after using the Talosbo Pleco Pro for a couple of weeks, here is where I've landed. If you've been hesitant to jump into the world of robotic pool cleaners because of the cost, this might be the one that changes your mind. You are getting a genuinely smart, powerful, and capable cleaner for a much lower price than the premium brands, without sacrificing the features or performance that actually matter. It's got the battery life, it's got the suction power and advanced filtration of models twice its price. It climbs walls, scrubs water lines, and handles big debris as well as fine dust. And perhaps the best part, it's so easy to use. No setup, headaches, cords, just drop it in and let it do its thing. I honestly think that the Plecco Pro offers one of the best price to performance ratios of any robotic cleaner I've tested this year. And if you are ready to spend less time cleaning and more time actually enjoying your pool this summer, this is the one I'd recommend checking out. You can find it on Talispo's official website or on Amazon. I'll leave both links in the description below so you can check out the latest pricing before you buy. A huge thank you to Talispo for making this video possible. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will get back to you. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, subscribe if you want to see more tech reviews like this, and until next time, stay cool, enjoy your summer, and toodaloo.